I appreciate I'm interrupting your regularly scheduled viewing of Legacy Challenge for this. However, I'm looking for a new challenge to do alongside it, and I think the 100 Baby Challenge is the one that's the most popular. So as always, we're going to learn together and see how we actually do it. So the rules that I'm going to be going through today are created by the Snarky Witch, so she details all of this in a Tumblr post, and I'll link that below in the description. But the entire challenge is to have 100 babies in as few generations as possible, and the challenge ends the second that the 100th child is born, or if you fail because you break the rules. To start, you need to create a young adult sim, which is called the matriarch. Snarky Witch does say in her Tumblr post that the matriarch is she, her. However, you don't need to use those pronouns as long as your sim can get pregnant. That's all that's important. In your game, they can be whatever pronouns they want. And the matriarch can have any traits, aspirations, walk style, appearance, voice, anything like that you want. You can also use the in-game personality quiz if you want to. You move the matriarch into any lot that she can afford with the money that she's got, and you can move as many times as you want. It's not like the Legacy Challenge where you have to stay in one place, but you can't cheat money into the game, so you have to be able to afford the house that you're trying to buy. Your matriarch can't have a part-time job, however she can work from home and she can be self-employed. The matriarch can come and go freely. She doesn't have to take her children everywhere that she goes with her, so she can leave the lot, go on some dates, do stuff like that, and the whole lot don't have to go with her. The matriarch may not get married when she's of childbearing age. When she's an elder, she then can get married. However, you then need to move out of the family lot and in with whoever you marry, and they will no longer be a part of the active household. Then you need to find somebody who's going to impregnate your sim. So according to the rules, these people are hilariously called donors. And again, for the sake of the video, as she says in the Tumblr post, they're going to be referred to with male pronouns, but they don't need to be. This is an interesting one, which I think would make it pretty difficult. The matriarch cannot get pregnant by the same donor more than once. Once the donor's had a child with you, you need to find a new donor. Donors can't contribute in any way to the active household, so they can't bring any money, they can't move in, they can't look after the children. It's all down to the matriarch. And there you go, you're off. From here on out, you just start making babies and see how many generations it takes to get 100 children. There are some basic rules that you do have to follow though when playing this game, and I'm going to quickly blast through them all now. When you're making your sim, they've got to start with a normal lifespan. The rules don't necessarily say no to mods, but anything that will give you an unfair advantage is seen as a big no-no. So like no mods to gain money through child support and stuff like that. No cheats are allowed unless it's to remove like glitches, so if you need to move an object or something. But you can't just cheat loads of money at your game and then be like, haha, I live in a mansion now. If the lot that your matriarch moves into has existing lot traits, you cannot change them or add anything to them. However, if it doesn't have any traits, you can pick your own, but after that you can't change them. You can't use in-game rewards and aspiration rewards to extend your life or bring someone back from the dead. As for aging up children, these are the rules. Babies cannot be aged up until you get a notification saying that it's their birthday. Toddlers can be aged up when they reach level 3 in all toddler skills, and children and teenagers can be aged up the second that they get an A grade in school. Once some of your children reach young adulthood, they can be moved out. However, once they're moved out, you can't move them back in. So if you do need to make space, there is the option to get rid of them, but once they're gone, they're gone. So when your matriarch finally becomes an elder and can't have children anymore, the title of matriarch is then handed down to her eldest daughter if they've become a young adult. You cannot make more room in your household faster by killing off underage sims or letting babies or toddlers or children be taken away by social services. So you must raise your children to adulthood. You're not allowed to influence the gender of the children in any way, so you've got to avoid strawberries, carrots, pop music, and alternative music to avoid influence the gender of unborn babies. So children's traits are decided randomly. You need to use the in-game randomizer, or you can also check out the Legacy Challenge random trait generator, and I'll link that in the description below as well. In regards to outside help, you can hire a maid, a gardener, technician, but you can't hire a nanny. The matriarch has to completely take care of her children on her own. And that's it in a nutshell. There are more rules available, but this is just for the bland, plain old vanilla Sims. So if you have any of the add-ons or if you play any occult type things, then have a look in the link below with all of the rules, and it goes through it in a lot more detail. However, if you do want a video about that, just let me know. I can make a video about that. Let me know if you've got any tips or tricks that make this easier, and if you've actually completed the 100 Baby Challenge, how many generations did you do it in? I want to know what's good and what's bad. This is my second video on a how-to Sims 4 challenge kind of thing. So if you've got anything that you want to know, let me know. I can see if I can do a video on it, because I'm learning just the same as you. I've never played Sims before I started the Legacy Challenge. Anyway, happy gaming and hope you get on well. See you later, lovely lot.